Welcome back, Truth Seeker. One of the things buzzing, Donald Trump had Elon Musk in the Oval Office for his farewell, his 130th day of being a special government employee. They say that's as long as you can possibly have that title, 130 days. And of course, in Gematria, Washington equals 130. But run the Gematria on Black Eye and Elon Musk and take a good look at the overlap. And of course, there's been a number of politicians over the years who've had these suspicious black eyes, and they always have some funny excuse for how they got it. Apparently this time it happened while he was playing with his child. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, if you can name your favorite black eye politician moment, I'd love to see that list in the comments section. But other than that, the other thing that's buzzing that the chump did is implemented 50% steel tariffs. And notice the gematria of steel tariffs, 50, right? This entire tariff thing has just been one big gematria joke. And of course, everything going on with DC, every day of the week is a gematria joke. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why every English-speaking person, every adult in the United States of America does not know this in 2025, because I've been showing that it's this way every single day for going on 12 years. You think that'd be enough in the age of the internet for everyone to hear about it and look into it and realize it's true? But yeah, steel tariffs, 50%. Of course, the steel cities, Pittsburgh. Remember when he first implemented tariffs for this time around? He did it last time when he was in office too, but his first steel tariffs were implemented on March 12th, and kind of like you got the 312 electoral college votes. Now he's pardoning the gangster disciples in Chicago, the 312. Anyway, when I talked about his tariffs on March 12th, I showed how it was literally synced up with his attendance at the Pittsburgh Steelers game. Remember when he served McDonald's on Kamala's birthday, and then he went to the Steelers game, and we told you Big Mac was going to get the Big Mac sack in the game, and sure enough, he did. Nice little player prop. It was all synced with the Donald. But yeah, just get a load of all this. So again, 50% steel tariffs. Pittsburgh, the steel city, they were 25%, so he increased it 25% more. Trump is 25. It is 2025. Remember, he first floated this idea of tariffs on November 25th, shortly after becoming president-elect, and that was Andrew Carnegie's birthday, the titan of the steel industry, Andrew Carnegie, a name that still rings out in history. But yeah, when Trump mentioned that he was going to do the 25% steel tariffs initially, he did it on the 25th of November, which is Andrew Carnegie's birthday. And notice, from his first round of steel tariffs being implemented March 12th to his second round today, May 30th, the announcement, 79 days later, tariffs 79. The other day you saw the story probably about how some of his tariffs have been delayed until July 9th. That was a story earlier this week. Some of his tariffs he planned to implement have been delayed until July 9th. 7-9 as we write it in the U.S., like tariff 79. Today is 130 days after the chump took office again. Pittsburgh equals 130, so does Washington. In case you're new here and you're actually paying attention, again, I've gone over this a million times. I've written 2 books about it, but there's 4 base ciphers to the English language. The alphabetic order, A is 1 up to Z is 26. The reverse alphabetic order, just going in reverse. Z is 1 back to A is 26. And both orders with numerology applied. You know all 4 ciphers. You see through all of the rituals. And just to go back, and actually we got a comment here. Oh, interesting. Greg Ramsey says this news came a span of 140 days from Pittsburgh's final game of their season. And you run it the other way. Pittsburgh is 140, so is steel tariffs. Good catch. Because we were talking about this is synced up with the Pittsburgh and his attendance at the Steelers game. And they lost to the Ravens, yeah. Here, let me go back and show you what I revealed in my post on March 12th. So, again, he proposed 25% tariffs on November 25th. Craig Wolfe of the Steelers had just dropped dead right before those tariffs, and he was the 138th pick of the draft, like Donald Trump's 138. You might recall the Big Mac sack ritual was a big 138 ritual when Trump attended after serving the French fries in Pennsylvania French fries equals 60 like it was Kamala's 60th birthday, like Donald Trump equals 60 like it was all for the 60th election. The rigged selection. Yeah, from Trump going to the Steelers game to him serving or to implementing the steel tariffs, from the Steelers game to the steel tariffs, was 144 days. October 20th is the day leaving, 72 days left in the year. Notice how Jesuit orders 144 and 72. Of course, Trump's Jesuit educated. The Jesuits pretty much run everything. The government, the news, the sports leagues. The only NFL team that's publicly ran by Jesuits are the Steelers. The Rooney family are a family of Jesuits. Of course, everybody's playing for the Jesuit Lombardi Trophy. But notice from Trump's birthday to his first round of tariffs was 271 days. The 58th prime, Pittsburgh's also 58. The owner of the Steelers is Arthur Joseph Rooney II, 271. From the hoax with Trump's ear just outside of Pittsburgh and Butler, from that day to the tariffs was 243 days. Pittsburgh Steelers is 243 forwards and backwards, like Central Intelligence Agency's 243. By the way, the Pittsburgh Pirates, who are a big part of that ritual, their manager is now from Butler, Pennsylvania. And remember, Butler equals 78. We predicted he would start 7-8 as a manager, and he sure did. He sure did. Run it the other way. Butler's 84. Trump returned to Butler after 84 days. Jesuit alone equals 84 and 78. Just for the month of March, just for the record, Trump, March, Steel, football, they're all 29. So. Yeah, there is something interesting about the Gematria at Pittsburgh and the upcoming Super Bowl, which is hosted in San Francisco, where the big bridge was built with steel from Bethlehem Steel in Pennsylvania. We'll continue to look at these kind of things. They are a little bit interesting. Super Bowl is also going to be on the anniversary of Derek Thomas's death this year. From the day that Trump proposed the tariffs to the day that he implemented them was 108 days later. Pittsburgh Steelers 108. Yeah, that was Craig Wolfe, who died right before they were implemented. And Andrew Carnegie, his name equals 73 in Gematria. I don't know if you can hear a sweet lady in the background. When Trump implemented his first round of tariffs, the first time he was president, that was March 1st, 2018 for tariffs. That was 367 weeks, which is the 73rd prime. So it did seem like it was a tribute to Andrew Carnegie. Some troll said, don't talk about Golden Gate Bridge when you have zero clue. It's like, oh, I think we have more than a clue. I think we might be the most clued in. But you can keep on trolling. Yeah, so and now that I think about it, the thing about tariffs in 79, the Steelers season this year, their first game is on September 7th. Of course, you can write that date 9-7, a bit like 97, the 25th prime number. Or you can write it 7/9, as the majority of the world does. I have to remember that when their first game comes around. And, I probably should have looked at this already, but I just got to check real quick. Let me pull out the date calculator here. Today, the Trump's latest round of steel tariffs to September 7th, a Sunday, 2025. 100 days. Interesting. Off the top, 100 is a nice, clean, even number, but I don't know what to say about where that might fit in. Anyhow, we'll continue to think about it. But yeah, 50% still tariffs. And 50 is a very interesting number. Keep in mind the word America's 50. Think about 50 states. Washington's 50, the nation's capital. Donald's 50. So, anyway, we'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. Till next time.